Former President Donald Trump has pulled out of the first GOP primary debate on Wednesday, saying voters already know who he is and therefore he doesn't need to show up. So now eyes will be on those on the other 7 podiums, with some setting their sights on a different billionaire, entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, who has been gaining endorsements and media attention. With more on this is Yahoo's Rick Newman. Hey, Rick.
Hey guys, so what are we going to do without Trump in the GOP debate? I guess we'll probably just talk about Trump during the whole time, but maybe we won't. Maybe I'm sure the moderators will ask those candidates, those 8 candidates that look like they've qualified so far, about Trump. But perhaps we'll get some other information that we haven't heard yet. So I for one will be watching to see what these candidates have to say of substance about the U.S. economy and things we care about here at Yahoo Finance. One of the things Republicans have been bashing Biden on, obviously, is inflation. But that they might need a plan B on that, because inflation has come down a lot in the last year, and inflation may not be a problem by this time next year. So I'll be looking for whether there are any intriguing or interesting new ideas on the economy, on trade, on technology, on artificial intelligence. It can be hard for substance to make it through some of the vitriol in debates such as this, especially when you got a lot of candidates on stage. So we'll see if any substance squeaks out.
What about some of the other races that we're looking at? Let's go to the House. Let's go to the Senate. Anything piquing your interest in there?
Well, the big question is obviously, will the party that wins the White House in 2024 win the House and the Senate? The Republicans face really good odds of retaking control of the Senate, but they have a familiar problem that plagued them in 2020 and in 2022, which is lousy candidates, sort of freakishly far-right candidates that might appeal to a super conservative or a very far right-wing audience in the primary elections, but may not win in the general elections. So Kari Lake, for example, in Arizona, she lost the governor's race there, and she's been pulling a Trump the whole time, saying it was rigged. She's completely wrong. She's been lying about that. But now she wants to run for the race for Senate in Arizona. So there is a vulnerable Democrat, now an independent, Kyrsten Sinema. Republicans thought they had a good chance at beating her, but let's say Kari Lake ends up being the Republican candidate. That could be a problem for the Republicans. So that's how it's all shaping up. And the good news for me, maybe not such good news for everybody else, is we've got another 15 months to talk about it all.
Oh, that is good news for me too, Rick, because I know you're going to be right here with us. Thank you for that, Rick Newman.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Rick.